What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking this video. Thanks for tuning into my channel. My name is Simon Hill, Black American from Louisiana, coming to you live from Budapest, Hungary. Today is September 18th, 2025, about 10:15 p.m. where I'm at right now. And we are doing our weekly call-in show every Thursday evening. We come on live only for an hour, chop it up with the people, open lines to catch up, say whatever you got to say about me, my content, anything that I put out in the past week, anything that I've ever said on this channel, willing to stand behind it, debate it, dissect it, discuss it, as you like. Also here to do sort of like my old school ranting and raving sort of live streams where I used to come on live and just talk it out, you know what I mean, sort through my ideas in public and everything like that. And also just generally chill because it has been a long ass day, boy, and I am tired as hell. But if we put our mind to something, we still gonna get to it. Yeah, man, it's been an interesting week. One white boy died, the whole country lose their mind. But I'm gonna smoke this first and see if anybody piles in here. Regardless, I'm gonna just be chilling here for about an hour or so, meditating, chilling, random thoughts pouring out if need be. Go check out episode 6 of reading The Thorn in the Carnation by Yahya al-Sinwar, the former leader of Hamas. We're about halfway finished with his book, about 240 pages in that text, and we're on page, I believe, 115 or so. So yeah, about halfway there. Looking forward to completing it. Check out the other books we've read as well. Go check out the movie reviews that Acti and I have done. We did the new Spike Lee film. We also did the old Japanese film that it was based on. We have our favorite and our regular, Nelson Moreno, popping up in the live stream. Our favorite and our regular, Nelson Moreno, hopping up in the live stream. I think he's about to just hit me with the hard R, like the white supremacists do. So brace yourself, fellas. Here it comes. And remember, everybody, if you join the live, you can't unmute yourself. I control everything. I'm God here. The black man is God, okay? The black man is God when we do these call-in shows. So know that you have no power here. You are powerless. You are under my thumb. You are weak. You are nothing. Unless you're the black man too, I guess. Acti says in the chat, by the way, everybody, we're trying something new for the live streams. If you leave a comment, you'll be able to see your comment on stream, and you'll see my facial reaction when you say something stupid. So Acti said something smart. It wasn't stupid. She said, do you think Charlie Kirk was killed by Israel? No, I don't believe he was killed by Israel. I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories about that. Candace Owens jumped out the window and said that, she and Charlie were both offered millions of dollars by Netanyahu or something like that, and they turned it down. I heard those types of conspiracy theories. I wouldn't put it past the Israelis to do a targeted assassination, because one thing is for sure, that, for the past week or so, by having Americans talk so much about this one dead white boy, they haven't been talking about the fact that the UN just released a report saying that, Israel has been committing genocide for the past 2 years, and every nation that has a relationship with the UN has to legally act upon the fact that this nation is actively committing genocide. You get what I'm saying? So this distraction, which is what it is, Charlie Kirk is a major distraction, because in his life, he was really a nobody. He was just, a product of this social media ecosystem where likes, views, attention, and rage bait earn you money, earn you millions of dollars if you are shameless enough and you're willing to just throw oppressed people under the bus. So I'm not putting it past the Israelis to do it. And if they did do it, it would be a genius move, I would say. But it doesn't seem likely with all the other evidence. And I don't think we need conspiracy theories to explain things in this world. Acti says, I don't think either, but but I like when the right is fighting each other. Even though we like that the right is fighting each other over the topic of Israel, what we don't like is the right being in power and utilizing their power to still attack the left regardless of the facts. We know that the right is allergic to facts. And even though the fact that Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter who supposedly killed Charlie Kirk, grew up in a Republican household, grew up in a mostly all-white community. I love how in the discourse around the murder of Charlie Kirk that nobody is talking about whiteness as inherently a part of the ideology that allowed this young man to murder this guy and also think he can get away with it. I love how they're not bringing up the fact his masculineness, his maleness is never brought up when discussing this. Instead, this has been the example that black people have been screaming about for like the past 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades, since the beginning of time, since the beginning of our interactions with the white man. The white man does something, they say, oh, he was troubled, oh, he was so confused, oh, he was indoctrinated, oh, Tyler was a good kid. Remember earlier, I believe it was this year, at the very beginning of this year, there was a black man, I believe. There was a black man who ran his car down Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Acty and I went to New Orleans about a month and a half after that, and they had memorials up for all the people that were murdered in this terrorist attack earlier this year. Remember when they were talking about that guy who we can't even remember his name now? They said he was a fucking demon. He was a fucking murderer. He was a monster. That dirty black motherfucker was a savage. And when they talk about Lil Tyler, when they talk about little Lily White Tyler, what do they say about that motherfucker? Oh, he was just confused. He was indoctrinated by Discord. Oh my God, Discord and memes and video games and the internet. Oh, poor Tyler. But what about that black man that ran down those people in New Orleans, which he shouldn't have done? I'm not condoning it, but what they say, he's a fucking murderer. Stop it. Stop the madness. I fucking hate America. Fucking hate America. And I hate this world. Hate this world. Where white murderers are treated with better care than black men that have died. Innocently. Michael Brown, he's a fucking monster. Trayvon Martin, he's a fucking thug. George Floyd, he's a fucking animal. Lil Tyler murdered somebody in broad daylight. Oh, he was indoctrinated by Discord. Oh, the video games. And it's still the left's fucking fault. I'm sick of this shit. I hate this world. I cannot wait till this world burns down and we rebuild anew. I cannot wait until this world burns down and we rebuild it anew. I'm sorry. Sorry I went off on a tangent. Shout out Nelson.
That was a good crash out.
I'm sorry, Nelson. I crashed the fuck out. I did. How you been, man? How you living?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm doing good. How you doing?
Just chilling. Weekly call-in show. What's on your mind, man?
Well, honestly, I'm disappointed with the left, man. Very disappointed, man.
Now, don't try to bait me into saying something crazy, but what you mean you're disappointed in the left?
It's that they're saying that Tyler is the leftists are saying that Tyler is a groyper, a neo-Nazi, stuff like that, but from what I've seen, the evidence points otherwise.
That he is kind of lefty?
Yeah, he's kind of, from the last year or so, he became more left. And if it was just the text, the leaked ones, I'll be okay. But, it's his mom, friends, trans roommate. It's like the evidence points more to the other way. And I'm very disappointed that, it's cowardice. You say, oh, no, he wasn't one of us, He wasn't really what are you talking about, man? Do you know the predicament you're in?
I don't know.
If he wasn't left, I would say he was left. Yes, a left guy packed that nigga, man.
So you're saying the leftists should claim that? We should claim our shooters. You say we should claim our...
Absolutely. You know what's ironic? You remember Luigi Mangione?
Mm-hmm. No, we'll claim Luigi. I've said we should fight for Luigi's freedom. He's innocent. But go ahead.
Well, you know what's crazy? I remember seeing his follow list on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who he followed? A couple of accounts?
Mm-hmm.
He did follow a few liberal accounts. But you know also who he followed? He
Who?
followed a few race science accounts. You know,
But that's the
like
thing.
people like you. Wait. He followed one of those like you. I don't think people even know that, but that's okay. Whatever.
But that's
They
the
should
thing.
claim it anyway.
Luigi, Tyler, like the general young white man is hella
But they're not
confused.
claiming. They're not claiming Tyler. They're not claiming Tyler.
I know we're not claiming Tyler, but we claim Luigi, even though Luigi was probably like right wing adjacent in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
We'll still claim him because he did the right thing for the right reason. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think like it's far easier, you know, for people to say, "Oh, he killed a bad healthcare guy. He's like Robin Hood. He's sticking up for us," you know. But like a political killing at a college campus, for most people, is far more a gray zone, and they're afraid of the repercussions from the administration. So they're like, no, it wasn't one of us. It was actually a right winger. It wasn't one of us. It was a right winger. It was a groiper. Come on, man. Let me tell you something. These far right guys, these alt right guys, they think the leftists are weak. They think these guys are soft. That's why they're running around talking all this shit. They think nothing's gonna happen. Now, if they know that the leftist guy knows this, they're gonna think, maybe we need to calm down a little. Hey Trump, maybe tone down the rhetoric. Charlie was talking shit like open up, no bullet chest, nothing. He was talking, spreading all this hatred. He was fearing nothing. You think AOC when she gives a speech and she's like, oh my God, today is my last day on earth. Bernie Sanders, come on, man.
I get what you're saying. It's just that I think reflexively, when people heard Charlie got shot, everybody was thinking more than likely it's going to be a white dude by the way that the shot was done.
In Utah.
You know what I mean? Because it was in Utah. And on top of that, it was like a sniper rifle shot. And the crowd was all white. I didn't see nan one black person in sight. You know what I mean? So reflexively, everybody sort of was like leaning, okay, it's going to be a white guy. Then the question became, what type of white guy? You get what I'm saying? And right-wing violence is the number one type of violence in America. So everybody was just...
Right-wing terrorism.
Right-wing terrorism, violence, random acts of violence, whatever, or orchestrated terror attacks. I think, you know, leftists and liberals, unfortunately, our bedfellows, were just saying, like, this is going to be one of those sort of situations where a right-winger does something, but we face all the blowback. So let's just say this part out loud as much as we can. This was a right-winger to try to highlight the fact of right-wing violence. That's what I think the strategy was of all the liberals in the media and the leftists online and et cetera.
Yeah, but I understand it, but I think it was the wrong choice. It's time. How did Birdman say at that interview on a Breakfast Club?
Who? Bernie Sanders?
No, Birdman.
Birdman. Say, put some respect on my name.
Yes, put some respect on his name, man. Come on, man.
I got you. Ooh.
Don't be a bitch. Don't be squeamish, man. These right wingers are not squeamish.
I just don't think having sex with transsexuals makes you automatically lefty. That just makes you weird. It doesn't make you...
that's only one data point.
The other stuff, I don't get how he could be considered left.
Yeah, well, his mother and friends, they said that he had a left turn.
Okay, but this is wait. But this is coming from right wingers, as the grandmother said and the mother said. We're all Republicans over here, so like you could say something like, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't all have guns everywhere," and they'll say, "You're a fucking communist." He had a left-wing turn because he said maybe we shouldn't hate trans people. They give fire head. Hey, mama, I got some fire top from this man that cut his dick off yesterday. And she said, boy, are you crazy? You've been reading Karl Marx.
Well, let's think about it. If he's so right-wing, if he's so right-wing and the only thing that diverges him from the right wing is trans love, it's very unlikely that he would kill him, right? If he wanted to kill like somebody who's anti-trans, I mean, Charlie was a good opportunity, but I'm sure there were more prominent people on the anti-trans thing. Charlie's thing was more like Zionism, racism, traditional values, stuff like that. And
And
it
I,
wasn't only that. Like for me, it's utterly obvious. Like on the bullet, I saw like Bella Ciao, catch this fascist.
yeah, but from what I'm hearing, and this is Gen Alpha shit.
What's the
I,
evidence? What's the evidence that he's a right winger other than he was surrounded by right wingers?
my understanding is that those slogans, Bella Ciao or Catch This Fascist, stuff like that, these have been co-opted by the right. Because we have to remember the right wing co-opts everything cool. The term based, saying something is based, that came from the black rapper Lil B. You know what I mean? They even had to get Kanye West to be the first person since like 1948, 1945 to say Hail Hitler and make it cool again. They had to get a black. They have to get black people always to make their shit cool, and they have to continue to steal from the people that they oppress because the fascists have no sort of coolness about them. You get what I'm saying? So that's why they took Bella Ciao and Catch This Fascist, like whatever. Go ahead.
Well, I think that's not even true. Some of those memes aren't even like popular within Reuters. For example, the "Catch This Fascist." That's not a popular one within Reuters. And notice that. Well, the only evidence they had for right wingers for now, at least for now, is bullet catchings that may or may not have been slogans for Reuters. For and if he killed Charlie, the only reason like they agree, the gropers they agree with Charlie for 90%. The only thing they disagree on Charlie is on the Zionism.
You tripping? You're absolutely tripping. No. The Groypers and Nick Fuentes, they fucking hated Charlie Kirk. Nick Fuentes went off on him for years. What are you talking about? They might.
That's not what I'm saying. They hate Charlie Kirk. They hate Candace Owens. They hated Candace Owens. They still hate her after turning Zionism. They hate all these right wingers who are Zionists, but they aren't going to murder him. It's much more unlike. It's much more unlike for.
Well, most people aren't going to murder people. Nelson, most people aren't going to murder people. You hate. I hate a lot of people. I'm not going to murder anybody. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but it's much more less likely for a Groyper to murder him, even if they hate him, because for what they disagree, it's like 10%. They agree on 90%. It's much more likely somebody who's much more inclined, much more further apart on the spectrum of politics to murder him.
I think
the only evidence these guys have for these right wing until now, again, it's phrases and bullets that may or not be from the Groypers group.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I think more than likely that that Tyler Robinson is more influenced by right wing ideas than left wing ideas. From the evidence that's been presented right now, it seems more likely that the only thing that might align with the left is his acceptance of trans people, which I would actually fall that under some sort of sexual orientation or predilection. He, like all of the fascists, he was the only probably right-wing white boy who's openly just okay with the fact he likes traps. He likes girl cock. He loves girl cock, but he still also wants the Mexicans fucking gone. I'm sure if we sat down with Lil Tyler, he would say a lot of shit about they're taking our jobs and we need to get back on Christian values and all sorts of shit. Go ahead.
So what's the evidence that had a relationship with a trans girl?
They caught some text. They released some text.
Okay. Yeah. They got some text, right? And what else was in those texts? Because if you accept that, you have to accept other things. What else was on those texts?
I didn't read all of them. I saw the parts where he said, "Hey, my love," and da da da.
Did you know what he said to his girlfriend? To his girlfriend, his son's girlfriend? Why he shot Charlie?
He said the hate can't get out of him. Some people you can't argue the hate out of or something like that.
No. It wasn't said that. He said that Charlie was spreading too much hatred.
That's the same thing I said. I paraphrased it, but it's the same idea.
This is mental gymnastics, man. Think about it. He has a chat with his trans girlfriend. He said this nigga is spreading too much hatred. His friend just saying, nah, this nigga turn left. Is what I'm saying now. This nigga turned left, and what do you got? You got bullet casings, man. The overwhelming evidence points towards this guy being on the more on the left spectrum.
Just by having, well, so wait, with that logic, right? Let's say,
Yeah.
There is a Republican politician who
Yeah.
goes into a bathroom at an airport and puts his dick in a glory hole and gets it sucked by a man. But he goes outside, goes to his job, and then votes down free healthcare, more taxes for the middle class and the poor, and none for the rich, more oil drilling, more wars across seas, and then you're going to tell me, no, he's on the left though, because he got his dick sucked.
No, wait, number one, Tyler never voted, and you gave me a bad analogy because you're a Republican politician. He didn't went to a college campus and shot a Democrat influencer or something. So that's not a good analogy.
It's the same analogy. You're saying that somebody is on the. You're saying somebody is on the left because they love girl cock.
Because it's not the same analogy because he's not going to commit a murder on the state when he can get shot by firing squad. All right. Well, he's not going to commit murder when there's multiple people saying, "Nah, this nigga was left."
Because he did a brazen act of violence against a popular right-wing figure is one way that he can be on the left. By killing a major right-winger makes him a leftist.
Because of that, not only because of that, because of the other things, other points.
I think that's crazy logic. That's like saying, like, you can live your whole life as a Christian, but you say Allahu Akbar 2 times, whether jokingly, sarcastically, and now you're a Muslim. That's crazy.
That would be like if you lived all your life as a Christian, and 1 year ago you turned, I don't know, Muslim, and then you went to a fucking church and you blew yourself up there. That would be more embarrassing.
But that's not what Tyler did. They didn't go into his room. If there was evidence he was a leftist, they would have went into his room and found Noam Chomsky on the wall. They would have found, books by Gramsci. They would have found a Bernie Sanders t-shirt. They didn't find none of that. All they found was chat logs that he likes girl cock. He loves girl cock.
No. The other evidence is witnesses and in the chat he had with his girlfriend. I'm not just saying one thing. I'm saying at least 4 things. You're saying one thing, which is the bullets.
A bullet is major. And that bullet is how we're gonna claim.
Is major, but the inscriptions on those bullets, they're general internet culture, right? And some of them, and people on the left, they're saying it's Groyper's slogans, which is I know it's not true because I spend a lot of time on Groyper's places. I listen to a lot of Nick Fuentes, so I know stuff like Bella Ciao, Catch This Fascist. I know that's bullshit. That's from Helldivers 2. That's from a video game.
Okay. I'm putting up a poll right now. Hold up, though. I'm putting up a poll for the people because this is essentially what you're saying. Loving girl cock makes you a leftist. For the people, I want y'all to vote.
I'm saying loving girl cock, multiple witnesses, and chats. I'm not just saying one thing. I'm saying multiple things. Come on, be fair.
Okay, he did a major act of political violence against a right winger, but there wasn't just and he left shell casings that had internet culture memes on them, but and he loved girl cock. Those are only 3 things, bro.
Wait, there's more. There's girl cock, the bullets, and what else? The chat. We said this nigga was spreading too much hatred, and what else?
And internet meme culture.
Come on, man, come on.
Internet meme culture. We don't have all the evidence yet about Tyler's life, but I am more than certain because they're going out and saying he was a leftist regardless. They're lying about it, the right wingers. But if he really was, there would be more evidence than this. When they looked at his Discord information, they control F'd Biden and Trump, and all they found for Trump was Trump might win the election in 2024. And then for Biden, they just said, oh, Biden might win in 2016 or 2020. That was it. Brad, I don't think there's a single American alive other than Tyler Robinson that was that fucking neutral, that much of a blank slate. He was a white boy that grew up in a Christian household and was full of Republicans and loved guns and grew up, around this sort of lifestyle, possibly influenced by Nick Fuentes and right-wingers online because he's a young white man, and that's what a lot of young white men are into. And guess what else a lot of young white men are into? Weird sexual shit. Because you're into weird sexual shit doesn't make you a leftist.
No, the argument doesn't make sense. You're saying he grew up around right wingers, therefore he was a right winger. First of all, people change. And number two, I mean, I grew around a very conservative family. I'm far from conservative, right? And you're saying that there isn't enough evidence to claim that he's a leftist, right? But there's much more evidence to point out that he's a leftist or liberal inclined than he was a right wing inclined.
Here's Nick Fuentes went out with the cat boy. Nick Fuentes flew all the way to Australia to sleep with a young man who dresses up like a cat on streams and plays with big black dildos in his face. Is Nick Fuentes a leftist because he went to go have sex with that young man in Australia?
Nick Fuentes isn't a leftist because everybody you ask, his friends, his family, his online trace, they all point out to a neo-Nazi guy. They don't point out to somebody who recently became left. Yeah, I'm not stuck on the trans thing. There's much more points than the trans thing.
Nick Fuentes agrees there's a genocide happening in Israel. And Nick Fuentes thinks we should stop funding Israel. Is Nick Fuentes a leftist?
Nick Fuentes is a leftist because the Israel thing is an anti-Semite, right? He's not going to say like, okay, we're going to shoot this Jew because he's spreading too much hatred. No, we're going to shoot this Jew because he's controlling us. He's destroying white culture, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you think Nick Fuentes or any of his friends, they would shoot Ben Shapiro and they say, why did you shoot Ben Shapiro? Because he was spreading too much hatred.
Hey, don't make me happy, Brad. Don't make me have good dreams. Don't make me have good dreams. But listen, man, it's everything you're saying about Tyler. Tyler did some shit. Wait.
Do I have a point?
Your point is that somehow Nick Fuentes is the exception, even though he does some of the same shit and has some weird, strange beliefs that also align with mine and possibly yours as well. But we wouldn't consider him a leftist.
Nick Fuentes is not. You can't equivalent Tyler with Nick Fuentes because there's much more overwhelming evidence that Nick Fuentes is a neo-Nazi. There isn't overwhelming evidence that Tyler is a neo-Nazi or even followed the Nick Fuentes.
But I'm not arguing that Tyler is a neo-Nazi. I'm arguing that he's a young, weird, confused white man that probably skewed more right than he does left. There is no evidence he is a leftist.
People are far more complicated than their identities, right? Only because if a Muslim guy shot him, I wouldn't automatically think he was a Muslim. He shot this because he was radicalized online. Maybe, but maybe he had mental illness. Maybe he wanted to catch some attention. People are very multifaceted and complicated. People aren't black and white.
I get that. I get that it's not black and white, but that's the point I'm trying to make. I think Tyler, as we understand him right now, and not all the evidence is out. Not all the evidence is out about Tyler right now. But the point I'm trying to make is that from what we see right now, I can't think of anybody who is really on the left, who really reads theory, who is really actively outside, who is trying to organize and galvanize and all that sort of stuff, would say, yeah, that guy, he's one of us. There's nothing about him that screams, he's one of us. He's not like us.
Well, there's more pointing him out that he's one of us than there's evidence pointing out that he's not one of us. Right?
Hold on.
I cannot.
Can I say something?
All right, hold on. First, what's your name? Where you from? Your age?
I'm Nick. I'm 20. I'm from Philly.
Okay, what's good? Go ahead.
So first of all, you said there's no evidence he's a leftist, right?
None.
Why was he at a Democratic Socialist gay pride rally 6 days before he shot Charlie?
There is no evidence of that. That's just in your right wing. That's just in your right wing echo chambers where y'all spread all sorts of misinformation.
There's video evidence.
There is no video evidence of that. How many white men look like Tyler? I'm sure you probably look like Tyler.
That's racist as fuck.
That is racist as fuck. It is. Thank you. Now continue with your point.
Secondly, are you advocating for violence?
No, not at all. I'm not advocating for violence. This is why I'm not claiming Tyler on our side. The left is not a violent movement.
You said it would be one of your dreams if Ben Shapiro died.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. All I said was don't make me have happy dreams. I never said what would be in my dream.
So you'd be happy if Ben Shapiro died?
I never said such a thing. But would you be happy if would you be happy? Would you be happy? Would you be happy? Nick, I believe that was your name. Nick from Philly. Would you be happy if Kamala Harris died?
No.
Would you be happy if Benjamin Netanyahu died?
No, I don't advocate for death in any.
Were you happy when Osama bin Laden died?
Well, that's a little different.
Oh, that's a little different, though. That's a little different, though.
Did he commit acts of terror against our country?
Whose country?
Well, the U.S. is what I'm saying.
Okay, did he commit acts of violence against the United States of America? Yes. Does the United States of America commit violence against all poor people and oppressed people in the world, including right now where there's a genocide in Gaza?
I agree that Israel is committing a genocide against Gaza.
That has America done violence against people across the world unjustly?
You're going in a different.
Has America done? If you can't be honest, Nick. If you can't be honest, there's no point in being up here, man. I'm asking you to be honest. Has America done violence and genocide to people across the world?
Again, you're spinning it in a whole different way.
I'm not spinning it. I'm not.
You advocated for violence.
I never advocated for violence. America advocates for violence. America bombed the Vietnamese. America bombed Iraq back to the Stone Age. America killed innocent people and children in Afghanistan. And America right now is killing children in Gaza. So I'm asking you. You said you were happy for Osama bin Laden to die. So do you advocate violence, Nick?
I advocate for violence against people who commit acts of terror, not...
You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist and you're just as bad as them. What am I supposed to say to that? What am I supposed to say to that? Shout out to Avery Adams for the donation. Shout out to Avery. Nelson, go ahead.
I said what I said, man. They said the last year he became more pro-LGBTQ rights and he became more radicalized and isolated. The people in the administration, they're very confident because they have more and they aren't telling us. When they're going to go to trial, they're going to make a whole show out of it. And people who don't want to take him in, they're going to, the evidence ultimately one day will be overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
I claim, wait, one more thing. I love Tyler. We need more Tylers. Let's go.
You need more Tylers? No. No. We don't need none of that. We seeing Jimmy Kimmel get fired. They might go for Dave Chappelle. What if they cancel Dave Chappelle? What if Trump just send that order to send military units after Dave Chappelle? That shit gonna be crazy.
You know what I'm scared for?
What's up?
South Park.
Why? Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. They gave that lame excuse that we couldn't come out with the episode. I was waiting for that episode, man. I was waiting for it.
We'll see, because obviously you know what I hate, because if this stuff happens in America, like it ripples across the Western world.
Mm-hmm.
I hate this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, obviously Trump is doing some revenge, doing some so forth. So
Mm-hmm. Listen, man.
Listen. They sold TikTok to Zionists, man.
These TikTok Zionists. Listen,
they sold TikTok to a Zionist group, man.
Our neighborhood right-wing friend Avery Adams. He even said Tyler is a right winger, and he knows one. He is one. He's our right-wing friend. What do you have to say to that?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. In the future, we'll see better. We'll see more, right?
We'll see more. We'll see more girl cock, that's for sure.
Avery in the chat, man. Tell Avery to pop up, man. Why isn't Avery in the chat?
He can call up anytime. Anybody can call up, man. But I'm pretty sure Nick from Philly is about to call up all of his right-wing friends, and we're about to get some hard R's in here. But remember, everybody...
Did Nick left?
Yeah, you remember he just left. I muted him, and then he just got out. I think he just wanted to get I think he wanted to get a clip of me to go viral on one of those right-wing, websites where they're tracking down everybody who's celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, which I'm not one of them, I would say. I'm not celebrating it. I just find the whole affair stupid. It's really stupid, and it's really sad that America keeps succumbing to this level of gun violence and savagery. But I guess he got his clip.
Savagery. You know what savagery?
What's up?
It's taking families out of their home because 20 years ago they came illegally, man. That's what's savage, man.
Yeah. I mean, the whole snakes
and little children, man. That's savage, man.
Exactly. My guy Snake hopped in. He says, "I live for girl cock." I love it.
They say Boosie is underrated, man. I don't know.
Bussy is underrated. Man, that Bussy will have you go shoot a nigga.
Fact, bro.
I live for girl cock. That's funny, bro. Man. But what you think about? Listen, man. We're talking about whether Tyler is a leftist or not. Whether he is one or not, I guess, is second to the fact, because the right wing is acting like they're going to use this to go after leftists. Like, they took Jimmy Kimmel off the air. They're making websites trying to get people fired and shit like that. So what do you think about that?
I mean, this was obviously coming when Trump was elected. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This was telegraphed. This was like a right hook telegraphed like from the back. It's an obvious punch. So, I mean, if you aren't prepared for it and if you get caught in the chin with a super telegraph punch, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're retarded.
What? Who's retarded? The right wingers for going after the leftists, for claiming like Tyler's a leftist.
I mean, retarded, the left wingers who weren't prepared for this, man, who have no answer for this. That's who's retarded. Yeah,
no, like the Ezra Kleins of the world and other liberals who are just saying we condone political violence and shit like that. Meanwhile, a few months ago, Trump was laughing and making jokes about Democratic lawmakers getting their heads bashed in and shot to death and shit like that. It gets nasty, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going to be honest, man. You know who's retarded? Some left wingers, man. They were saying, we aren't going to vote for Kamala because, first of all, they didn't believe that Trump was going to be a dictatorship or authoritarian. They really didn't believe it.
Yeah.
So they thought, straight up, I'm not going to vote because the Democrats are just the exact same thing as fucking Trump. So do your thing. At least you could vote for Jill Stein or something, a protest vote. But if you didn't do that, you just said, they're all the same. You deserve whatever comes to you.
Yeah, man. It's really a divide and conquer thing right now. They have, I think, after the election, people were like turning on the Hispanics and saying like, y'all gonna get what y'all voted for and stuff like that. When most people in America didn't even vote and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're telling me they didn't deserve that?
I mean, it's a bit funny though when you see like people's wives get deported, husbands kidnapped by ICE. It is kind of funny. It was funny for the first few months, but the shit ain't funny no more. You know what I mean? We took 6 months to laugh and relax, but now it's like we back on business. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it's utterly hilarious. Did you see that guy that made a Trump, a fucking Trump?
I think it was a burger stand, like a guy who made a burger. Yeah, Trump burger, and he was here illegally and shit.
Dummy.
Yeah, big dummy. Drop that. Yeah.
I mean, if like there is a rot across the Western world and in America, I don't know what rot even is. I mean, the UN, multiple organizations. Let me just check real quick. Multiple scholars. They're all saying it's a genocide in Gaza. It's a genocide in Gaza. And America, even like in 2025. It's still funny. It's still, it's indirect, but they're still doing genocide. Isn't that? Come on, man.
Exactly right. Like,
and you say, this Taliban, they treat their woman badly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we kill women in Gaza. You know what I mean? We kill women and children.
These Muslims, they're oppressive. They don't fit the Western values. What Western values, man? Genocide, slavery.
Yeah.
Thievery, oppression. I mean, what is this, bro?
I mean, I mean,
Come
yeah,
on,
that's
man.
why
I can't
I was
handle that. I'm
challenging.
gonna shoot somebody.
I mean, that's why I was
Get that shit
challenging
off.
earlier. Nick from Philly, he was calling up and saying, like, are you condoning political violence? Like, America is built on political violence. That's what we do. We terrorize the world, and then we're shocked and awed when people want to bring that shit back to our front door. Which is why I brought up the example of Osama bin Laden, and I just want to clear that up real quick. Do I condone what Osama did? No. But does anybody in America who even was alive when 9/11 happened know why Osama did what he did? No. It was because America sent troops out to the Middle East and stationed them in Saudi Arabia to go help the Israelis commit their genocide against the Palestinians. And he was pissed about that because he grew up in Saudi Arabia, saw these Americans bring their alcohol, their culture, their degenerate way of life, and he said, nah, fuck that. You're not going to use our people, use our land, use our resources to then come kill our people. So that's why he did what he did. Do I condone that? No. But do I understand where that comes from? Hell yeah. I'm from the lineage of people from Nat Turner and from Denmark Vesey and from Toussaint Louverture. You get what I'm saying? People that did whatever by any means necessary to get free and to fight back against the oppressor. Do I condone what Osama bin Laden did? No. But should we understand it? Should we at least know? Which a lot of Americans don't even know why Osama did what he did. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy how we've allowed Israel to allow us to drag us down this far. You get what I'm saying? Israel was the one that hyped us up to invade Iraq and bomb Iran and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? It's so crazy how we've just been brought down by just our number one, our capitalistic, imperialistic nature, but also our association to our outpost in the Middle East, which is Israel. Sorry, I went off on that rant, but go ahead.
It's okay, man. It's okay, man. Actually, regarding Bin Laden, I mean, I understand. Like, you know, a child who was sexually abused.
Mm-hmm. You're saying
And
Bin
then
Laden?
goes and abuses multiple children.
Wait, Bin Laden abused children?
No, it's an analogy, a metaphor.
Oh, okay.
You know a child who was actually abused,
No.
and then when they grow up, they abuse multiple children. That happens a lot.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the analogy. That's it. Well, you should have just got to the analogy first. I was like, wait, what happened? Bin Laden abused children? What? I was confused.
Yeah, you can say it's understandable, right?
Yeah.
But in the same time, it's not really like understandable. What you're doing is so beyond the scope that
Yeah.
like being understandable or not doesn't really matter, you know.
It's like if the
I think that Al Qaeda and all these children from Muslim Brotherhood from Egypt, all these Salafis, all these guys, I think they're detriment, and they should like put these guys in a battle royale with the Zionists, these American evangelicals,
Yeah.
and other weird people. Put them all in a battle royale, let them kill each other, man.
But let's keep it
They're part
real.
of the problem.
We got to keep it real, though. The Arabs, or not the Arabs, the Arab countries are bitch made. Did you see Doha got bombed last week? And then the leader of Doha said, we're still committed to dialogue and peace. Nigga, they tried to kill you. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I
Like,
mean,
all the Arab nations are so
the
cucked
Arabs
except
have
Yemen.
no army.
Yemen is the only Arab nation that got big balls. They got big ass nuts. Shout out to my Yemenis, man. I've met a few Yemenis. They trill as fuck. But all these other Arab nations, I could not imagine being a leader of an Arab nation right now, just being cucked up so much by the Americans, man. It's crazy. Go ahead.
I mean, the Arabs, they have the Saudi Arabia, you know, the United Arabs, they have no real army. That's why they're really reliant on the USA.
Mhm.
You see their war record is absolutely atrocious. It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad. You're thinking, aren't these the people from Dune?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not now. But I mean, you can talk about the Arabs. Honestly, I extend it to the whole Muslim world, man. The whole Muslim world looks soft right now.
They do.
I'm just being honest.
Like the flotillas, I don't know if you heard about the flotillas in Tunisia. The Tunisian government is actively collaborating with the Israelis to make sure that they can't leave the docks there. Like, they're trying to hold up all the people like Greta Thunberg and Nelson Mandela's grandson and stuff like that, and thousands of other people. They're on them flotillas trying to deliver food, and the Tunisian government is like allowing like the Israelis to like try to sabotage that shit, putting bombs in the boats and stuff like that. Like, I could not imagine collaborating with the genocide against my people. Like, we can understand Candace Owens getting a few dollars to talk shit about George Floyd. I understand where that comes from, or a Brandon Tatum, or whoever. You get what I'm saying? All the right wing black coons. I can't understand if there was an active genocide against black people, and then you say, yeah, let's work together with the enemy. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's beyond cut, man.
That's.
I mean, did you see those videos of people trying to cross the Egyptian border? I don't know. I think they were like charity people, white people.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of Egyptians going crazy trying to block them. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, no, I've heard about that. There's like these people marching from Egypt, and Egypt is trying to block them. You know what I mean? Arresting people and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's absolute. That's beyond cut. Shout out to Arthur Sage, by the way. He says.
One thing, the Egyptian military, but Egyptian people though doing that stuff, that's sad, man.
That is sad. Shout out to Arthur Sage. He says, watch Middle Nation. And this is a guy who I call Talcum X. I don't know if you've heard of him, Nelson Moreno. There's this white guy that dresses up.
Shahi Bolson?
Yeah, Shahi Bolson. I call him Talcum X.
I listen to him. Of course, man. Of course, listen to him, man.
Talcum X, he be going sometimes. But I just imagine this man, you know, he's just wearing like the top half of the suit and just his underwear and talking to the camera in his best Malcolm X impersonation and intonation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's very astute. He's very verbally intelligent. I was listening to some videos of him in the beginning. I noticed something was off. You know, my dad. I didn't grow up with my dad, of course. But my dad, he was a scammer. I think he's still a scammer. And straight up maybe psychopath. You know, and he was giving me my dad vibes. You know. And I thought that, you know, he had a bunch of subscribers, but his videos, they're not well shot. They're kind of grainy.
Yeah.
The filter is kind of too dark.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that's obviously an attempt, a manipulation to look more approachable, to look more rebellious, to look more like underground.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like purposely aesthetic. Like my shit looks shitty because it is shitty. You feel me? Like he
It's not shitty, man. It's not.
No. My camera, like this is an old ass computer. I'm using this old ass mic. You know what I'm saying? My shit looks shitty on purpose because it is. Like
he's not shitty, man.
No, he's like those. You know those girls who like on Instagram, like they try to go viral. Like they put a microphone in their face and set up the whole background. Like it's a clip from a podcast. Yeah. But it's literally just a clip. Huh?
While they're doing makeup sometimes?
No, while they're doing makeup or whatever. But it looks like it came from a podcast. It looks like a viral clip from a podcast. But literally it's just them making clips all the time of just saying stupid shit with the microphone in their face. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like for example, like if a guy doesn't make more than $200,000, I think they should be castrated. And then that goes viral on Instagram. But it's not really from a podcast.
Yeah. And you know what I found out about him?
Tell me.
So he lived in Saudi Arabia, and I think he had this. I think this was before he converted to Islam. Just to be fair, but he lived in Saudi Arabia. I think he had like a prostitution thing, and he lived with an Ethiopian woman. So he brought a German engineer to his apartment, and then he killed him with chloroform. And then he took his body, he put it on a suitcase. Then he spent a bunch of his credit card, of the German guy's credit card.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then he went to jail. Yeah.
Wow.
And then he said to the family, like, I want you guys to know, to the family of the guy that I killed, that guy, that I didn't kill him. It was an accident. That makes your pain feel better.
I heard he was a part of like a terrorist organization. Like
Then he went after he left jail soon. He didn't do his full sentence. Yeah. He went to Egypt. I don't know what he was doing in Egypt, but he was chilling with some radicals. Yeah. I think he allegedly inspired some terrorist attacks. Yeah. In some corporations in Egypt.
That's crazy. What a wild life.
But I'm lucky that I picked up on that because you remind me of my dad. My dad is like a weird bad guy.
Yeah, a weird bad guy.
Yeah, and I was feeling like I was getting like his tone of voice.
Yeah.
He's very monotone
Uh huh.
and his look and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I picked up, this is familiar to me. And then I did some research and it was worth it. But I tell you, man, I love listening to him, man.
No, he's deep sometimes, and he hits all the right points. It's just
Yeah.
it's just taking Malcolm aesthetic like that. You know what I mean? It's like if I saw
Yeah.
somebody with a bandana tied backwards, shirt off. You know what I mean? Talking about thug life, baby. I'll be like, nah. Even if he's spitting fire, I can't get with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, for me, he's too anti-Western, and I'm not a fan. I have a lot of problems with Western world civilization or whatever you call it.
I mean,
But I'm not so black and white.
I mean, the West
But
is
he
pretty bad,
really,
though. The West is
like,
pretty bad. We gotta admit, the West is pretty bad. He's spot
the
on with
West
like
is
Western
the West is
analysis.
pretty bad. The Western is pretty bad, but so is like the Middle East,
Oh yeah,
Asia.
yeah. No, no,
At
I
the,
get that.
at the moment, the West is most. At the moment, Western world is the most powerful, right?
No, I get
So
that.
it's
Like, if
much
you're gonna
easier
be
to
critical
work
of
with it.
America, you also have to be critical. Because the thing is, guys like Shahid Bolson might say the West is hypocritical and evil, but you also have to point out how the East and Asia and other countries also have flaws in them as well. Like, you got to be fair. You get what I'm
Yes,
saying?
you have to point out. You have to point out the huge the slave trade that was abundant in
Yeah,
the Middle Eastern world.
yeah,
You have to point out the current racism in the Middle Eastern world.
yeah,
You have to call out the oppression of women in many Middle Eastern countries.
yeah, yeah,
Come on, you have to be a little bit fair.
yeah. You can't
But
just
honestly,
yeah.
anti-colonial types. The level one is these like girls, these Instagram girls,
Hmm.
these white girls. These are like that's like these pro Palestine girls. They're like level 5.
Okay.
Man, Shahid is like level 100. He's like the final boss. The ultimate white guy.
Wait, who do you think will win in a debate if they found anything to debate about? Bassem Youssef or Shahid Bolson? I feel like Shahid Bolson is the type of man to say, no wait, you know Bassem Youssef, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Shahid Bolson is the type of white man to admit the Egyptians were black. And that would piss off Bassem Youssef.
Was he making a scandal? I guess that Cleopatra thing.
Yeah.
Cleopatra,
Yeah, when the black
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra dropped on Netflix, Bassem Youssef was this close to saying the hard R on Piers Morgan, and and Shahid Bolson is the type to say, "Well, brother, actually, the Egyptians were melanated and they called it the Black Land."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, he's like the last. He's like the last level. What surprises me
Uh huh.
is his depth of knowledge. Like his depth of knowledge of history, like it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And most of all, like he was talking about Western religious traditions,
Mm-hmm.
like in English, esotericism. I don't know how to say in English.
What was the word?
Esoteric. I don't know how to say it.
Exoticism, Orientalism,
Esoteric.
esotericism.
Esoteric. Yeah.
Uh huh.
He knows about like all these alternate 21st century quote unquote religions,
Mm-hmm.
including Aleister Crowley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
And I thought like he seemed so knowledgeable. I thought, wow, I've never seen any religious person, Christian or Muslim, that is so knowledgeable about other religions. But
Yeah.
if you think about it, it makes sense because he portrays himself as a guru.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that he would take some cues from the New Age and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 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 That's the thing. It's like the Dr. Umar effect. Like, Dr. Umar really is a smart brother, but he's crazy. You know what I mean? You read a few books,
I mean,
you take a few classes, and you can be the god in a land of ignorance.
yeah, but he's definitely smart, and he's also a scammer.
That's-
But is he like Bolson level smart?
I think Umar. I think in a debate, Umar would wash Bolson.
Nah,
I think Umar
you're
would
crazy
wash
for
Bolson.
that. Nah, Simon, you're crazy for
Nah,
that.
Umar, because Umar got a presence, and I also think Umar got a musk to him. I think he just got a certain smell. Like he just covered himself with like the deepest of
Like
shea
cream.
butter and cocoa butter, and that shit just overpower you. You can't just be over talking this man. He smelled like a whole palm tree.
You know who I want to see? I want to see. But I think
But
they have too much in common.
Shahid Bolson,
Mohammed Hijab?
Shahid Bolson's still a white man, so if he get wet, that bologna smell gonna come out.
That weird meat smell.
For all my white fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. By the way, to Philly Nick, I know I made a racist comment, but I just was trying to make the point that right wingers like to say like we have this information that you don't, and meanwhile they're in like some weird echo chamber where they're passing around information like Hillary Clinton is secretly a reptilian and shit like that. And I was just making the point that the Philly Nick is probably a pale white dude who possibly looks just like Tyler Robinson. And, it's indistinguishable. You know what I'm saying? They like to say we all look alike. In a lot of ways, they kind of all look alike. And how are you going to pick out one white guy in a gay pride parade rally? You get what I'm saying? So that was what I was trying to make.
Honestly, I don't even know if that's true, man.
Yeah, it's
Maybe true.
It's definitely not true. Have you ever talked to a right wing and then they just say some crazy shit like, "You didn't know Obama sent 20,000 kids to die in a firebox"? Like what? Like,
of course, man. I don't shy away from right wingers. I don't like to make that mistake. I'm familiar with their so-called tactics.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, you know what sucks?
What?
You know what really sucks, man? I was really hyped for that review, and I fucking missed it, man.
Yeah, man. Don't worry, man. You're gonna catch the next
man.
one. You should hop in for the Mandingo review, man. You should watch that film. It's really good.
Does it have BBC scenes?
There's no cock. There's some titties. There's some titties. It's just
There's a white woman and a black guy, right?
there's a lot of incest. There's a lot of it's really foul. There's a lot of blood. It's really gory. It'll make you feel like you're watching like if Django was made in like 1972. It's good.
Yeah, honestly, probably because I've seen Tarantino talk about that movie. He quite likes it.
Yeah, and it's really good.
You're not too far off.
Yeah, I think definitely Quentin stole some things from that movie for Django.
Have you seen the original Django, the first one?
No, I didn't, but thank you for putting this on. We got to review that. We're going to review the original Django now.
That's also, if there isn't really any black person in that movie, it's actually it's an anti-racist movie, believe it or not.
That's good.
Made in the 1960s or something.
That's good. That's dope.
But a movie that, like, you know what if you like Django, if you like that vibe, you gotta watch Zaitoichi.
Which one?
Zaitoichi. Japanese.
No, I can't do Japanese cinema, man. I don't know what it is.
Wait. Japanese cinema, it's like a box of chocolates. You know, you never know what you're gonna get.
Man.
You've only seen the surface. Okay. I know a lot of Japanese movies, and I know a few I think you would like.
Okay, I just got to stay away from neo-noir crime thriller. Like, that version of Japanese cinema I won't like. Maybe I'll like some more action stuff. You know, I do want to see, what is it called, 47 Ronin or something like that. So,
yeah.
I think I want to see that. But maybe, I like the Godzilla films. I grew up on Godzilla films. I know that's not high-class cinema, you know what I mean? But some other Japanese genres I got to get into. Japanese rom-com, something, you know what I mean? I've liked South Korean films more than I've liked Japanese films. I've seen some Korean films and TV shows, and they were good, you know?
Yeah, have you seen The Sympathizer?
The Sympathizer? No.
Yeah. It's from the guy who made Old Boy, who made The Handmaiden.
Okay.
He also made some really cool movies, too. He directed this TV show about Vietnam, about a Vietnamese who's in America after the end of the war, and he's working for the CIA, but he's working really for the communist Vietnamese.
Okay.
It's a cool TV show.
I'm gonna check it out. I gotta check it out. I don't know if you're watching Alien Earth. Are you?
Yeah, I'm watching Alien Earth. I've missed the last 2 episodes because I want to binge the last few 4 or 3.
Yeah, I've watched all of them so far. It's so bad. It's just like, I don't know. It's like my version of, like, I guess reality TV. Like, the story is really fucking stupid and the acting is bad.
Mid.
But
it's mid.
Yeah, I just love the xenomorph. Like when the xenomorph pop out a nigga and just tear the whole shit up. That shit is hard. But the rest it's so bad. And I hate how they make Wendy like have this superpower to talk to the xenomorph and like it makes no sense. It feels very magical.
I actually like that. That's one of the few things I like. But the thing with the shows, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Like it hasn't ended yet. But for me, like the bad guy, the boy Cavalier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he isn't inaccurate. He's kind of accurate to like the current billionaires or something, but he's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
The black guy, he works for Utani.
Yeah. He's kind of cool.
I like that.
Yeah, he's cool.
The kids in the teenage bodies or adult bodies, that's a little cringe.
Yeah.
Honestly, a lot of it is missing, man.
Yeah.
A lot of it is missing, but I like that it feels in the universe of Alien and Blade Runner, so I like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just cool. It's just mid, but it's like you're just watching it just to watch it because it's the xenomorph is just like the star. You know what I mean? You want to see that motherfucker like snap something. So, but you got something else because I'm about to wrap it up pretty soon.
Yeah, just how about I send you one episode because it's for free on YouTube of Zaitoichi.
Okay, put it in the comments.
And if you like the episode, I recommend watching the movie, the most recent one.
Okay, got you. And yeah, so hey, shout out Nelson for coming in, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Good debate about Tyler. Let's see what pops up about him in a few days or weeks, whatever. Some of these guys should write a memoir, like Peyton Gentrin, Dylan Roof, Tyler Robinson. They need to write some books so we can actually find out what went on with them people. You know what I'm saying? And wow, one more thing I gotta say, man. Going back to Philly Nick, appreciate you calling in, man. But if you're gonna clip me and make me seem like some type of racist against white people, just look in the mirror, man. Everybody the right loves is a racist. Donald Trump, racist. Stephen Miller, racist. J.D. Vance, racist. Everybody on your side is a fucking racist Nazi pig. So fuck you. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm still mad about that guy calling in, man. Anyway, shout out to Arthur Sage. Shout out to Avery Adams. Shout out to Snake. Yeah, I want to apologize also for saying having sex with trans people is weird. That's not weird. If that's your preference, that's your preference. Sometimes I'll be bugging out. Shout out to Acti as well. Y'all be easy out there and peace.